Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and in today's video I'll be teaching you how to draft a half scale bodice. What you're going to be needing are just your curves, your armhole curve, pattern master, eraser, pencil, tape rule, and every other thing. The marker is not needed, it's just for the sake of this video. The measurement you're going to need is on the first thing I did is to create let's get into using the video. The highest part of my measurement, which is my bust, divided by 2 plus 2 inches, and that's what I did to get this box. Things you need to note is the neck measurement. For the front it is 3 by 3, then for the back it is 3 by 1. So we are going to take the measurement vertically and horizontally, 3 inches vertically, 3 inches horizontally from the borderline. The next thing we are going to do is take the shoulder measurement. My shoulder to shoulder is 15, divided by 2 it is 7.5, and that is what I'm going to mark on this. After marking that, the next thing you want to do is to use your curve to draw out the front neckline. Then the next thing is to get your armhole depth. To get our armhole depth, you have to do your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5. That is how you get your armhole depth. My bust circumference is 34, divided by 6 plus 1.5 is going to give me 7.1. But first, listen to this part very well. To take the armhole depth, the first thing you are going to do is come down 1 inch. Then from there, you come down by your armhole depth. You see it as I'm doing in the video. Please follow accordingly and do not mix it up. Please note that I'm coming down from that place where I marked my shoulder measurements. Please note it. If you can't get it, go back and watch again so you can understand. For me to get a straight line, I'm just going to mark another 7.5 below down there so that I can get a straight line. Then I'm going to use my ruler to connect. Also connect the armhole depth as I have done in this video. The next thing we want to do is impute your shoulder to bust point and shoulder to waist measurement and connect it as you have seen in this video. Now the next thing is to impute your nipple to nipple measurement. For me it is 7. So that 7 divided by 2 is going to give me 3.5, and that's what I am marking on my bust point, doing the same on my waistline. I'm going to connect it together with my ruler, and that is what I have. Next, we are going to take our dart on the waistline, which is 75% contouring, and that is 0.75 inches on both sides of the dart line. Now we are going to connect this dart to the bust point. But before we do that, we are going to come down 1 inch from the bust point, and this is because we are trying to eliminate the pointy edge that is always on the bust area. So you can see what I have done. Then the next thing you want to do is use your ruler to connect it as I have done. After that, we are going to go back to the armhole. Remember, we came down 1 inch first before imputing our armhole depth measurement. So from that 1 inch, you are going to come down half an inch again. Please note, another half an inch. Then you connect that half an inch to your neckline. That becomes your shoulder line. Next, we are going to be dividing our armhole depth into 2 equal parts. From the 1 inch that we took, you can see how I'm placing my tape rule. So you are going to fold that into 2, you can see. Then you are going to mark the midpoint. Just do it the way I'm doing in the video. You're going to mark the midpoint, and that's it. Then from the point that we have marked, you go in 0.75. Please, if you don't understand, go back and watch this video again. The next thing we are going to do is impute your bust circumference. Mine is 34, divided by 4 is going to give me 8.5, and I'm going to impute it on my chest line. My chest line is this horizontal armhole line that you are seeing. So that's my chest line. Next, I'm going to connect it as you are seeing in this video. Please follow the video. Then use your armhole curve to connect that together. As you can see it, yes, exactly as I have done. The next thing you want to do is to impute your waist measurement on your waistline. To impute your waist measurement, your waist circumference divided by 4. Mine is 27 divided by 4 is going to give me I think that's 6.75 also. So I'm going to mark my 6.75. Then I am also going to add my 1.5 inches. Please, the 1.5 inches is from the dart. For every dart taken, you should replace it. Every dart that you have taken should be replaced. Now you are going to connect with your ruler from your chest line to your waistline. The next thing we want to do is to add your side dart. The side dart is the shoulder to waist in front minus the shoulder to waist at the back. The shoulder to waist in front is always more than the shoulder to waist at the back because of the bust, and that's why we have that. For me, my front is 17, my back is 15.5 minus it is giving me 1.5, and that is why I have marked my 1.5 here, and I'm going to connect that to my bust point. Every dart goes back to the bust point, so that is what I'm going to do with my ruler. You can see it, and that's what I've just done in this video. Now I'm going to show you how to do your armhole dart. Like I said earlier, every dart goes back to the bust point. So what we want to do is get the midpoint that we got the other time for this armhole. You can see in the video. Then you take your curve and you place it right. Make sure your curve is well placed. Then you just mark it as you can see me do in this video, and here you have it. That is your armhole curve, and that is just the front part of your bodice. This is your half scale bodice, do not forget. Now let's go to the back part. For the back, remember we said earlier the neck measurement is 3 by 1, so vertically you mark 1 inch, horizontally you mark 3 inches. Then the next thing we want to do is impute your shoulder to bust point and shoulder to waist. Now shoulder to bust point is 10 inches, shoulder to waist for the back is 15 inches, 15.5 inches for me. Remember, for the front is 17, for the back it is 15.5 inches for me. It is always different from each other. After connecting, I'll use my curve to connect my neckline. Then I'm going to impute my shoulder measurement, shoulder to shoulder divided by 2. That is what I have here, 7.5. Then from there, I go down 1 inch, then impute my armhole depth, just like we did for the front. The only difference between the front armhole depth and the back is that I am not going to come down half an inch again from that 1 inch that we came down. I'm not going to do that. So after that 1 inch, that is the end. Then I'm just going to do every other thing that I did for the front. After getting the midpoint, I just went in 0.5 instead of 0.75 that I did for the front. Please take note of this slight difference. Next thing, impute your nipple to nipple measurement, 3.5 for me, and I'm going to connect with my ruler. This time around, I'm going up 0.5 inches on the bust point. Remember, for the front we went down 1 inch. Connect that with a ruler, then you do your dart intake, which is 50% contouring for the back, and that's 0.5 inches on both sides of your dart line. As you can see me do, you connect it to that 0.5 that we have up there, and that's it for your dart. Going back to the armhole, first connect your shoulder line to that 1 inch. Remember, for the front we connected it to the half inch. For the back, we are connecting to the 1 inch. Then you are going to impute your bust circumference measurement on your chest line, which is 8.5. And there you have it. You connect the way I am connecting in this video. You use your curve for the armhole. Then the next thing we want to do is to remove our zipper bulge. Now to do this is from the waistline. Look at what I'm doing. I'm going to go in 0.75 on my waistline. Now this is my center back, so I'm taking the 0.75 under my waistline, which is my center back. Then from that point, I'm going to take my waist measurement. Please do not mix this up. After taking my waist measurement, I'm going to replace my dart by 1 inch, which I have done here. So first thing, I removed 0.75. From 0.75, took my waist measurement, then replaced my 1 inch dart. Now we are going to use our curve to eliminate that bulge. From that 0.75 that we took, you take your curve and see the way I'm placing it. Make sure that 0.75 is the biggest part going upward. Okay, don't do it like this. Make sure you are coming down back. You see, if you do it like this, 0.75 is the smaller part. The upper part is bigger than that 0.75. And it's taken away from your measurement. So you want to place your curve correctly like this, as I am doing. Then you are going to use your pencil to mark upward. Now you will notice that I took this curve up a bit again so that it can reach the neckline, and there we have it. So when you want to cut, you are cutting out from that new line, that becomes your new center back line. This is all you need for the back. The next thing you want to do is just to connect your curve the way we did it for your arm of that. Just connect the curve, and there you have it. That is all you need for your front and your back pattern. All I'm doing is just labeling the chest line. The SL you see is your shoulder line. Decide that the BP you see is your bust point. The WL you see is your waistline. Now we are going to also label the pattern itself, your center front, side back, and center back. Please always make sure that you label your pattern so you don't mix them up. Now we are going to cut. You see the way I'm cutting it. Please, I made sure that I did this video so you can see exactly how I am cutting it. The side that we are going to close, the side that the way they close side that on clothes, you will not know that they have closed it, but then it has already been closed on the pattern, and that's exactly what we are going to be doing. You remember that the front and the back shoulder to waist is different, right? So that is why we are closing our side that. So we are going to close the side that so that the side of the front and side of the back will match, and that is what I'm doing. You are going to slash through. You're also going to cut through your that line so that it can enable you to close your side that, because if you don't close one that, if you don't open one that, sorry, you cannot close another that. And as you can see me do, I have slashed it through and I am going to close my side that. Now you are going to use your tape to hold it down as you can see me do. Then you are going to blend, because for every dart that you close, they don't match at the end of the day. So you do what is called blending, and that's what I have done. Then you are going to cut through like that, and that is all for it. That's how you are going to cut through everything, the front, the back, every other thing, and yeah, that's it. Please, if you don't know how to cut it, please just watch the video, look at how I'm cutting it, and you will get it. Alright, so after cutting, this is what you have. Add your allowance, and that's all. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Drop your comments. If you have anything, if any question you have, you can always ask me. See you on my next video.